Good evening everyone. This is Yassmin Fawzy. I am going to present the first lesson of this term, inshallah. I hope you all have a good semester. Inshallah, we are going to start about Unit 5, and Unit 5 is so much fun. And I'm going to notify something for you. I'm going to make sure of something, that if you have any question, please let me know. I'm going today just one lesson, to start one lesson. I'm not going to focus more because this lesson has so much words and vocab. I'm going to start with one lesson because I want to make sure that all of you understand it and are easily using it in sentences, questions, and so on. And we are going to change the stream of the book. We are not completing. We are going to start a unit, the unit by lesson 1. It's okay, as you know. But afterwards, we're going to start lessons 3 and 4 and apply it on the second lesson. It's lesson 2, the story, as you know. Because I found that the story has a lot of words and a lot of vocab, a lot of structure that applying on and practicing the structures that you are going to take afterwards, inshallah, in lesson 3 and 4. So this is what I want to focus on it and let you notify. So let's get started. Is Unit 5. The title of this unit is Amazing Nature. I hope all of you actually see. All right. Lesson 1, follow the footprints. As you already know, you know how we are following the footprints. All right. So what do you know about nature? What is the meaning of nature? Nature is a noun. It means everything around you. Everything around you, the environment around you. Like the place you are living in. What can you see around you? Okay, some of you are living or live actually in cities, so the nature is very limited. But some of you live in the countryside or the country, so you are going, or you are able to know more about nature. You have good scenery, you have good views of green lands, of farms, barns, and so on. So let's move on. So each one of those has its own nature. Nature is everything around you. Everything around you. So we're going to start. The first word is volcano. Volcano. Okay? Volcano. The second is desert. Desert. And the stress is on the first syllable. It is not on the second. Because if you stress in the second syllable, you are going to change the meaning. Fine, it's desert, not desert. Fine. Okay. The third is rainforest. Rainforest. So I have a question here. Can you see rainforests in Egypt? Do you have rainforests in Egypt? Great. I don't think so. We don't have rainforests in Egypt. Okay, so where can you see rainforests? Fine. Some of my students told me that I watch the National Geographic and I see the rainforest in Australia, China, and these places. They have long and tall, trees. Okay, fine. Lake. Lake. Lake is smaller than a river, smaller than a sea, smaller than an ocean. Fine. But it has water inside. Okay. The ocean. Ocean. And pay attention to the pronunciation. Ocean. So ocean is a very big, vast area with much water inside. So the ocean is the biggest water area in the world. Fine. Bay. Bay. So when you see the ocean and has a small island inside, maybe a place that you can see the sides of the ocean, this is the bay. A cliff. Cliff. This is kind of long mountain, but it has a slippery sides, so they are high, but dangerous as well. Okay, the other one is waterfall or waterfall. It's okay. Where the water comes up, down. It has very pleasant and splendid view as well. Waterfall or waterfall. Valley, valley, a green place, okay. Glacier, glacier is maybe a river, maybe a lake, maybe a place had water inside, but a storm of snow comes that make it cooler, colder, frozen, that made the water comes together as a big kind of ice that made it icy one. It's glacier. Fine. So glacier, it is a frozen water, frozen river. Fine. Iceberg. When the ocean or when the sea frozen, okay, and then the water around is melting, or you know, when we face ice to the heat, it comes to be water again, but still a piece of ice in this water that made iceberg. Okay, so it's pieces of ice in the middle of water, middle of ocean, frozen ocean, by the way. Okay, the last one, but this is my mistake. I'm very sorry because the word is immediate and I didn't actually. I'm very sorry about this mistake. The last one is plain, Plain. This is a big place, no Greenland. It's the opposite of Greenland, so it's just a place, maybe a way, maybe a place with no plants and so on. Okay, let's move to exercise 2. It's on your right hand. Listen and sing the song. I'm going to say it by my own voice. I hope you enjoy it. I'd like to sail across the ocean. So sail, it's a verb, means to maybe ride or to get in a boat in the middle of the ocean. This is sail. I'd like to hike in the rainforest. What is the meaning of hike? Hike is a verb as well. Hike, it means you are walking, but not for short distances and short time. You are hiking, it means you are walking for a long time in long distances as well. Okay, you are walking. Pay attention, please. And 3, I'd like to ride a camel in the desert. Camel in the desert. I'd like to see a volcano. Would you? Would you like to see a volcano? Actually, I don't like to, or I wouldn't. I don't like. It's very dangerous. It's very hot and dangerous. I'd like to drive a jeep across the plain. Like to drive a jeep. Jeep is a kind of cars. I think all of you know it. So car, drive, jeep. Okay, drive. It comes with, collocate with, or comes with a car. Fine. I like to camp in the Green Valley too. I'd like to look at the sea from the top of a cliff. Very amazing. I'd like to swim in a natural lake. Would you? I'd like to take a photo of a glacier. I'd like to see an iceberg moving too. I'd like to hear the sound of a waterfall. I'd like to discover amazing nature. Would you? Okay. In exercise number three, ask and say. What would you like to do? I'd like to ride a camel in the desert. Fine. So in this lesson is focusing on using would to express a preference, to express something you really like to. Okay, pay attention that would like to must be followed by the infinitive. Thank you. So I shouldn't say, or it is very wrong to say, I'd like to sailing. No, it is exactly excellent. It's I'd like to sail. Okay. So what is underlined in this, or what are underlined in this, in exercise number 2, are the verbs. So pay attention. We are going to use these verbs, inshallah, afterwards when we are going to take the past simple. Okay. You have to be more notified and more active in using verbs. This is very important afterwards. Okay, so we have sail, hike, ride, see, drive, camp, swim, look, take, see, hear, and discover. What's the meaning of discover? Okay, very good. Discover is to search in something, and you began to search and look for it and find it at the end. Okay, so to discover is to search for something. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this lesson. As I told you before, we're going to take just lesson 1. Okay, lesson 1, and inshallah, for the next episode, we're going to explain lessons 3 and 4. And the next, inshallah, we are going to explain lesson 2. It is the story, as you all know, to apply on the grammar that we are going to take, inshallah, in lesson 3 and 4. Okay, I help you to, I'm going to, just for not to be more confused, this is for you all. Okay, let's move to the last part of this lesson. Okay. Pay attention to the rule in this lesson. We have many rules actually in this lesson. We use it to express preferences and what would you like to do. So this is what I told you when I read the lesson. I'd like must be followed by the base verb. Okay, so you have to put to and the base verb. I'd like to sail. I'd like to swim. I'd like to hear, and so on. Okay. To make a yes/no question, start with would, subject, and the base verb. Okay, very important. Okay, like when I say, would you like to hike? The answer is yes, I would, or no, I wouldn't. Okay, the WH question, it's the same, but you just add a WH question you are using. I mean, the meaning you want to send to the addressee. So exercise here, or before we are going to exercise, let's read the question before. What would you like to do? Or when I want to change what into when, like I say, when would you like to travel to Canada, or where would you like to travel next vacation? Okay, so the answer is a place, a time, maybe an activity, like the answer in this question. What would you like to do? You answer, your answer is, okay, I'd like to hike, I'd like to sail, but not I'd like to see a volcano, because I'm so very afraid of volcanoes. I don't like volcanoes. Okay, let's move to exercise. So I hope you write this paragraph and send me on WhatsApp group. I think you all know. Let me read your. I'm sure that they are going to be very fabulous and very amazing paragraphs, because I like the students' paragraphs. They express more. Okay, and the correction, just okay, to make or to put their feet on the right step or in the right track. Okay, write 4 activities you like to do in nature. Okay, you can use words from the lesson. If you would like to travel to America, America has the ocean. Okay, like what would you like to do in America? I'd like to go hiking. I'd like to discover the rainforest, discover the nature. So write a paragraph, a complete paragraph, and pay attention to the capitalization, pay attention to the spelling of words, pay attention to the punctuation inside the paragraph. This is the end of the lesson. I hope you all enjoy it. And see you inshallah next episode. Okay? But before we finish it, the homework is in your activity book, page 40. Okay? So this is it. See you inshallah next episode. Thank you.